Greetings, Commanders! Y'all know the drill. It's Arcfall, and we're going to be diving into Part 2 of the iconic Wrath of Khan arc in Star Trek Fleet Command. Before we get started, leave a comment below letting us know which server you're hailing from. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you never miss an update. Let's dive into this month's release. Wrath of Khan Part 2 includes new missions, a new ship, the USS Reliant, new Augment faction favors, new quality of life updates, new officers, a new refit, new chaos tech, a new projectile, and a new battle pass. We've got several quality of life improvements coming in this update, including 2 more Independent Archives additions, a change to Augment Exile hostile loot drops, and an expanded ship hangar. So be sure to head over to the coordinating patch notes under the news tab on StarTrekFleetCommand.com for the full detailed breakdown on this month's release and quality of life additions from player feedback. New missions. When Khan Noonien Singh and his fellow Augment exiles discovered a derelict independent station, they were granted a gift of limitless potential, the chance to defy fate itself. By harnessing the latest progenitor powers hidden deep within the slumbering station, Khan claimed a splinter timeline as his own, and established a regime that would rival the empire he had built back on Earth in the 20th century. Following Maya and the Enterprise crew's operation to dismantle his empire, Khan has abandoned his aspirations of conquest and has now chosen to commit himself to a cause more worthy of his devotion: revenge. You'll engage in 10 new core missions to stop Khan from unleashing catastrophic devastation after his recent possession of the Genesis device. In addition, follow Lieutenant Saavik in 5 side missions as she sees an opportunity to redeem herself from the Kobayashi Maru scenario, complete with a chance to rewrite fate itself. The USS Reliant. The USS Reliant finally makes its way into Star Trek Fleet Command and is available for Ops 26 and above. The Reliant has been specifically designed to counter Augment Exile threats and possesses powerful abilities, such as Always Reliant, which increases its isolytic damage by up to 75,000% against Augment Exile hostiles. Reliant Barrier, which increases its apex barrier by 50,000 against Augment Exile hostiles. MARA Insulation, which counteracts the Hijack D7 and DY200 class ship abilities Dilithium Destabilization. And Reliant Payoff, which increases Hijack splicers gained from Augment Exile hostiles and Augment Exile space by up to 3,500%. Not only does the Reliant introduce these abilities, but it also provides the opportunity for several new benefits while upgrading and progressing the ship, including idle farming Hijack D7 class hostiles, Reliant exclusive ship mecha claim, Forbidden Tech currencies claim, and Priority 1 away teams claim, Reliant tier up gifts, Reliant officer choice tokens, which are unique tokens rewarded for reaching certain USS Reliant tiers that allow a player to unlock 1/4 or 1/5 of a specific officer per tier, access to exclusive new favors, and an Augment Prime Ordnance Wrath credits buff, which is an additional 50% Wrath credit payout for players in possession of this Prime node. There's a lot more to the new USS Reliant that we don't have the time to dive into here, but we gave it its own spotlight just a few days ago in a previously released video and article. Be sure to check out those details below if you haven't already. Augment faction favors. For USS Reliant owners, new powerful favors provide some major enhancements, such as Officer Shard cost efficiency for the Retaliation Squad, Symbiosis crew, Galaxy Quest crew, Mirror Universe crew, and the NX-01 crew. Additional favors include Advanced Drafting, which adds an additional chest roll to all of your P1 ATA ship blueprint bundles, and Augment Warp Core, which drastically increases the warp range of your USS Reliant, and more. All of the new favors can be unlocked with common, uncommon, rare, and epic Wrath credits. Check out the full list, including favors we did not mention here, and coordinating values in the official patch notes on our website. New officers. Let's meet the 2 newest officers joining Star Trek Fleet Command in Wrath of Khan Part 2. Meet Epic Montgomery Scott and Rare Saavik. We all know Scotty as the man who gets it done. In the Wrath of Khan, Scotty shows why he's the miracle worker of the Enterprise. He keeps the ship patched together after Khan's ambush and still finds a moment to introduce his ill-fated nephew, reminding us he's got a big heart under the gruff accent. Even while grieving, he pulls off clutch fixes that let Kirk outmaneuver Khan and escape the Genesis blast. Classic Scotty brilliance under fire. Epic Montgomery Scott's officer ability is all they've got, which increases loot gained from all armadas. Scotty's below deck ability is Too Many Bumps, which reduces enemy shield mitigation when fighting non-armada hostiles. Scotty also possesses 3 new traits, including Resilient, Loyal, and Passionate. Scotty's below deck ability is meta-defining, and we can't wait to see how you put it to use. Lieutenant Saavik is the by-the-book Vulcan cadet who kicks things off in the Kobayashi Maru test, then spends the real crisis coolly piloting the Enterprise and grilling Kirk on regulation. She keeps that stoic mask throughout the entirety of their high-stakes mission, that is, until Spock's ultimate sacrifice cracks it, hinting at the emotions she works so hard to tuck away. Saavik's officer ability is a fair test, which increases isolated cascade damage on combat start and wave defense. Saavik's below deck ability is By the Book, which increases your isolated cascade damage on round start against non-armada hostiles for 1 round if the enemy has any state applied. Saavik also has 2 new traits, Disciplined and Resilient. Both Scotty and Saavik's traits will prove extremely beneficial in the new Priority 1 away team assignments introduced last month in Wrath of Khan Part 1 by significantly increasing the chances of achieving critical success. Additional content and Battle Pass. Several new items are making their way into the game, including a new Refit, new Chaos Tech, and a new Projectile. Let's take a look. The newest refit available in Star Trek Fleet Command is especially designed to bolster the USS Reliant's performance in combat. The new USS Reliant refit increases Augment Wrath credits gained from the USS Reliant's Mega Claim by 10%, increases base loot dropped by hijacked non-armada hostiles by 200%, and increases Augment reputation gained from non-armada hostiles by 400%. 3 new Chaos Tech make their way into Wrath of Khan Part 2, C-12 Stasis Globe, Omega Molecule, and SETI Eel. C-12 Stasis Globe is an epic hazard protection-focused Chaos Tech that possesses 3 buffs: an increase to base hazard resistance by up to 200%, increased base warp speed by up to 2,000%, and an increase to base HHP by up to 2,500%. Omega Molecule is a rare Krenim-focused Chaos Tech. Buff 1 increases Krenim temporal wreckage gained from Krenim formation armadas with the USS Relativity by up to 1,500%. Buff 2 increases base apex barrier when fighting Krenim invading entities with the USS Relativity by up to 16,000. And lastly, Buff 3 increases base critical damage for all ships against hostiles, armadas, and players by up to 200%. The third Chaos Tech coming this month is the SETI Eel, an uncommon armada-focused Chaos Tech with a bonus against hostiles. SETI Eel's buffs include an increase to base weapon damage versus group and solo armadas by up to 600%, and an increase to base weapon damage against hostiles and armadas by up to 400%. In addition, the new Apex Beam projectile is launching this month, increasing Apex Shred by 5% in PvP combat. This month, players will see the new Wrath of Khan Part 2 Premium Elite Pass with new arc-specific rewards to give players a jumpstart in this month's content. Players will also have the opportunity to earn several new cosmetics consisting of avatars and frames throughout the month, so keep an eye on the event schedule and official channels to find out how to source this month's content. That's everything for Update 79, Wrath of Khan Part 2. As always, a more detailed look into all we've said here and more can be found on StarTrekFleetCommand.com. Be sure to let us know what you're most excited about in the comments below, and as always, Commanders, live long and prosper.